What is up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since your girl has uploaded, and I just want to say I apologize for that. I've been pretty busy since the last time I uploaded. I know I've been saying this a lot, but it's true. But now I have no excuse because of this coronavirus situation. So I have been at home, which means I have more time now to just do sit-down videos and just crank out that content for y'all. So I appreciate y'all being patient with me. So today's video, that's exactly what I'm going to talk about, is just like about this coronavirus like madness that's going on right now. Because we've been living in it for a while, honestly, and I just want to talk about the whole situation. I figured that while talking about this coronavirus craziness that's been going on, I decided to just play around with makeup freely while like talking to you guys, do like a get ready with me type of video, even though I'm not going anywhere. Um, because I just felt with all this free time on my hands that I started looking around at my old eyeshadow palettes, like ones that I haven't touched in like years. Guys, it's been years. And I found this beauty again. This was like my favorite eyeshadow palette ever, and I don't know why I ever stopped using it. So I figured I'll just test it out after years later and seeing if it's still good. It is this one, the Too Faced Sweet Peach palette. I'm throwing it back to like 2016, 2017 days. And I was obsessed with this palette. Just everything, the colors, the packaging, the smell. It smells like peaches, and it still does smell like peaches, by the way. After all these years, it's still really strong. But yeah, I figured to just start playing around with this eyeshadow here. Obviously I have my glasses on, so maybe I'll try to do like a makeup with glasses type of situation, like the eyeshadow. Um, but yeah, I was just looking at this palette and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like I love this palette so much. It's these colors right here. They're not really that peachy now that I like look at it again, but they still smell really good, and I know they're a good quality, so I'll test them out and see if they're still the same quality or if the formula changed. I just want to do a quick disclaimer too. This is not going to be a tutorial because your girl is not an expert at makeup. I don't even know what I'm doing, like I said. This is just like a get ready with me playing around with makeup type thing. I'm not going to be explaining any steps what I'm doing because I'm just honestly just doing whatever I do like as I go along. Like I may not be doing something right, but that's fine. So no judgments here. And I also did prime my eyes already, so don't worry, I'm not going straight into eyeshadow. I primed my eyelids, don't worry, before y'all come for me, so yeah. Okay, the glasses are off now, so it's serious. Um, so yeah, let's just get into the topic of this video. How are y'all been doing with this coronavirus craziness? It's already been like a week and a half for me of like quarantining here at home and not going out, not doing anything. It's been a crazy time, like honestly, for everyone, of course. So I just want to know how you guys are doing. What have you guys been doing to stay busy? Honestly, spring break just ended for me, so I'm starting up my classes again. They're all online. And I'm gonna start doing more videos, sitting down and filming to pass the time, editing. But I do want to think of more like self-care types of things that you can do at home, like painting and all that, or like coloring books, maybe something like that. Like, let me know down below what you guys are doing self-care wise, to pass the time and to make sure your mental health is in check, because that's the most important thing here, is that with us all being stuck at home now, it's very easy for your mental health to not be in a good place right away. Because, like I said before, cabin fever is a real thing, guys. Like, and I'm starting to get it now. Like, just not being able to go out and just go to like anywhere just to get out and do something. You're just stuck at home. It does really take a toll on mental health. So I want to try to do different things to make sure my mental health is still in a good place, because it is hard being at home with the same people for who knows how long. That's the thing. That's obviously the scary thing about all this, is that we don't know how long this is going to last. Everything's so ambiguous, up in the air. We just don't know. I know a lot of people are talking about 18 months right now, which is like a year and a half, which is crazy. Like, I don't know, I can't even imagine. Um, the important thing is to try to think positive, and even though things are not, um, like, things are really weird right now, obviously, and nobody knows what's happening, it's important to try to stay positive and just really appreciate, if you're quarantined at home like me, like not working, um, to try to do different things and try to stay positive and try to take up something new maybe that you always wanted to do, like, or even just something simple as like reading a book or finishing a book that you meant to finish. If you just find yourself stuck at home with nothing to do, try to like take up something that you've been put on the back burner for a while because you haven't had time. So now when you do have the time, try to take advantage of your time off, I should say. And I know this is these are stressful times, but you got to try to stay positive because just being negative about it all the time will just make it even worse and will definitely decrease your mental health way more. But like I said, I understand that these are stressful times. Um, in regards to working and schooling. My heart really goes out to the class of 2020, whether it's high school, college, grad school, anything. Like, I can't even imagine. Everything is getting canceled, all the senior events, like your last events at your school is all canceled. Um, Especially with my university right now, they decided officially to make all of my classes and everyone's classes online for the rest of the semester. All events are canceled, like senior stuff, sporting events, and they're suspending graduation, college graduation, um, and they're working on like trying to postpone it to a different date but they don't know because everything's up in the air. We don't have a set time when this is supposed to end. So that's why it's hard for them to try to figure out to postpone it to a set date afterward, because that's supposed to be in May and they already suspended it. Um, but I've been seeing a lot of posts, obviously, of seniors, especially who are graduating like undergrad and who have lived on campus for like all 4 years. They didn't know like when they moved out that that would be the last time they saw everything, and like just being at the university is really, really sad. So my heart really goes out to them. Um, to just have the whole world flipped upside down like that is just, when it's supposed to be a happy time, like spring just came, you're graduating soon, like you're supposed to graduate soon, so to have that all taken away is just, I can't even imagine. And I know how important it is, especially for those who are first generation college students just like me and who have come from a family of immigrants, who I know how important it is to them, to receive your diploma and graduate and have your whole family and loved ones watch you walk across the stage and celebrate with you. Um, I know how important it is to them and those families, so I can't even imagine um, having all that canceled. It's just, my heart really, really goes out to them. And of course, my heart goes out to all of those who need their job. Like, um, they rely on their job heavily, financially, obviously, and now you can't. Like, you're either working from home or you're just not working at all, which sucks. And then I also feel bad for the essential workers who are working crazy, crazy hours now and they're being stressed, because they're the only ones like open, especially like grocery store workers and all that. Because people are out here still panic buying. Like, I don't understand why we're still panic buying. Like, it's just stressful for everybody. Um, so that's going on with me in terms of my school. So my classes will be online for the rest of the semester. As for my job that I just started not too long ago, Um, my company is a national company. It's not like a private owned company. It's like a national corporation, and we're technically still open and running because we are technically defined as a medical services corporation. So we provide medical services to clients. So we are still technically up and running, but the client that I'm working for right now decided it's best if we just take it week by week and just stay home, don't come, just suspend services for now, and we'll just revisit every Monday and see. But so far, things are looking, um, it looks like things are going to get worse before they get better. And I know that's hard to say after I said to just try to stay positive, but I think that is the reality here. Um, it's going to take, I think, yeah, things are going to get worse before they get better, sadly. Um, just with how everything's been handled and all that. Like, even look at Italy right now. Italy is still in a crisis, and a lot of people think that the US is going to become just like Italy within a matter of like weeks in regards to like death tolls and all that. Um, it's just crazy. I never thought, who would have thought all of us would be here to live through this like pandemic situation? Like this is the type of stuff that you just can never be prepared for. You never This is like the last thing you would expect to happen, like ever, for the world itself to happen to. Um, so obviously everybody's caught off guard. But honestly though, I'm not gonna get super into politics because, that's not what my channel's about. That's not what I'm really here for. But I do just want to say a couple of things in regards to the US politics right now. It's just my opinion. In my opinion, um, because for what I think, that the US has known about this virus since like December or January, the earliest, when it was first reported in China. So, just my opinion, I think that the US could have done more preparations because and took it more seriously, um, instead of just assuming that it could be just a problem for China. I feel like U.S. shouldn't have waited this long to implement all these precautions and preparations. They should have done it way ahead of time, way back when this virus was first introduced and brought to their attention. Because to me, I'd rather have a country that's over prepared, um, and has all the precautions set in place, and then for it to be turning out to be nothing. Like, we're just over prepared for nothing. I'd rather that have happened than what it's happening now, which is, oh crap, like we weren't prepared for this, and now it's becoming out of control. Like the US, there's just more cases and cases in the US, and now we're trying to set in our warnings and our lockdowns and all that when we should have done this like before, like earlier. That's just my opinion on that. Yeah. And it doesn't really help when the president is just going like flip-flopping between like everything. Like, he's just contradicting himself every single time he speaks at a press conference. So that obviously makes it 10 times worse. And as a nation, that's just confusing. That's just making it more confusing for Americans. And yeah, that's just my opinion on that. And another point I wanted to make is that small businesses are the ones that are going to suffer the most. I keep seeing all these stories and all that of all these small businesses, um, how they're the ones that are going to suffer the most because they rely on, you know, customers and all that. Um, Small businesses are forced to like lay off employees for now because they don't need that many employees because they're just doing things like takeout if they're food, um, if they're a restaurant or something, which really sucks. Like, a lot of families are going to suffer from this, not just from like the getting sick aspect, which is also big deal, like that people are dying from this, but also just the economic like impact of all this. Although a family may not contract this disease at all, they're still going to be really affected by everything that's going on financially, which, yeah, everything's a mess right now, which is really sad, I know. I literally just said to stay positive like 10 minutes ago, so yeah. But it is something that I felt needs to be talked about. By the way, yes, I know I'm using the same brush for these colors, but you know what? They're mostly in the same family anyway, and it helps me blend more when I use one brush. I know that's probably disgusting, you think, and not the right way to do things, and people are probably cringing right now, but whatever. That's just how I do it. um, but yeah, things are in the middle of all this crazy stuff. Like I said, we just gotta stay positive and take advantage of our time, our free time now, to try to do something productive. Like start that YouTube channel if you're thinking about starting it. Finish that book that you've been meaning to finish. Go out and buy like art supplies because you feel like you want to be creative and like do something artistic that you never had time for before. And it is hard in times like this to try to get inspired to do things. I found it hard I find it myself just being lazy these past few days because I'm at home and not putting on like clothes, like just staying in my pajamas. But even it's one thing to say that, oh, I'm trying to get inspired, but then actually like getting up and doing it. So that's been tough for me, not gonna lie. Um, it's rough when you're just stuck at home. It's really easy to just be lazy and say you're gonna do something, but then not actually doing it. Obviously, I'm a huge um, victim of that. Not victim, what is the word? I'm a huge, like, I don't know what the word is, but I do that a lot. That's the main point I was trying to make, is that I do that a lot. I say I'm going to do something, then the day passes, all of a sudden it's 8 o'clock at night, and I'm just like, wow, what did I do today? Nothing. That's why I'm really proud of myself for recording now and doing a sit-down video that I've been planning to do. I've been planning to do this video for like days ago. Now I'm finally doing it. It's just like, it's one of those things you gotta really push yourself to do. But yeah, I'm trying to think of what else to talk about in this crazy time. It's just crazy how we totally took advantage of just being able to go out and like go see a movie or go to the mall, go shopping. Like now we can't even do these things. And I've always been a believer in like still going out and doing things, like going out to eat. Because I know a lot of people, they like to do like online shopping now. They don't like to go to the mall anymore. They like to eat in all the time instead of going out to eat at a restaurant. But me, like I always felt like I still like going out and like going to places and stuff. Like shopping, I barely online shop. I only online shop really for Fashion Nova because they don't have a store here. So I always like going to the mall and trying things on. I know that's why, which sucks because before all this happened, like the malls were getting less foot traffic and things were going out of business. Like Forever 21, look at Forever 21. I'm not sure what's happening right now, but I think they were able to build themselves up out of bankruptcy. But it was because not only their style was like getting out of style, I guess, like people were losing interest, but because there's less foot traffic in malls now, um, everybody likes to order online from like Amazon, Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Thing, like clothing businesses like that. But I've always been a fan of Forever 21 and like going out and shopping in the mall. But now we can't even do that. So it just sucks. Like we really see now the how much we took for granted, like just being able to go out and just go somewhere, because now we can't. I always like this peachy color right here. I'm just putting that all over the lid with my finger. Sorry, not sorry. Like, I don't even want to get into the topic of spring breakers, like, especially down in Florida, because that whole thing is a nightmare. I don't know why Florida didn't shut down their beaches right away. Because now people are coming back from spring break from Florida, and now they're bringing this virus over to their family and to their states, like here in Jersey and like places like New York too. New York has been hit hard really bad, like because it's so congested in New York. And then all these people from Florida are coming back and bringing this more cases, more and more cases. Like, I don't know, I don't understand it. People still aren't taking this seriously, and like people don't get like the more we continue to not listen and not take this seriously and like still continue to go out and like not practice social distancing, the longer this is going to go on. We're probably going to get into this in like into summer with this because people are still not listening and just doing their own thing like they don't care. Um so if we start actually listening now and if everybody starts taking it seriously now, then hopefully I would think this thing would not last that long. Um, I don't know, it just bothers me. I'm on Twitter a lot. I'm on Twitter too much, maybe, but it is annoying because at first you do get a lot of mixed feelings because at first, obviously, I did not take it seriously. I was just like, this is gonna blow over. It's not gonna get that serious. Like these older generations need to calm down. Plus, like younger people can't really get it. Like it's not gonna be a big thing. It's just the older generations have to be careful. But now it's like everybody, it seems like it doesn't matter who you are, what your health conditions are, you can still get it. And you may recover from it, but your grandparents, your parents, your sister or brother with health conditions, they're not going to just get over it. They're in danger. Like their life is in danger if you infect them. So that's just something I think people haven't grasped yet. I grasped that concept, obviously, um, very quickly. I was just like, you know what? It's just, people just gotta stop being selfish and just think about who they could be infecting. Um, because it's not just about them, it's about people they actually care about. And the sad part is that they're not gonna care. Like people who still aren't taking this seriously, they're not gonna care until, sadly, like it's gonna affect them personally. Like if they know somebody, or if they infect somebody, or if they have it themselves, which is sad. Like the whole point is to not get to that point, um, to like infect somebody you know or to contract it yourself. Like that's the whole point is to prevent that from happening. But the thing is, it's not gonna matter to them until that happens to them, which is annoying. And it is mostly the younger generation. Like who's the ones out there partying in spring break? Like kids my age. And yeah, I say kids because they're still acting like kids because they're being selfish. Um, and that's another thing I wanted to address is that social distancing means social distancing. Like it means exactly what it means. It doesn't mean like hanging out at somebody's house or like, I don't know, meeting up somewhere to hang out. Even if it is 6 feet away. Like it's just like the whole point of this is just to stay home. Like I know it sucks and I know nobody wants to live like this, obviously. It's just, and I know you don't want to be isolated at home. You want to have contact with people in the outside world. But if you keep doing that, you're contributing to the problem. You're part of the problem. And you're going to make this last longer. Like me, I have been staying at home. The only times I've been going out are for like essentials, like grocery shopping, liquor store shopping, obviously. Um, I have been going to Starbucks, but because they still allow the drive-through. Um, where else? That's pretty much it. And if I go out, I might go out for food to get like takeout because restaurants are still open too around here. But there's even been like 10 more cases, I think, reported here in my town. Like, this is crazy. And it's not all just older people, there's like younger people getting it. Um, so that's why people still, like, it just baffles me to see that people still aren't taking this seriously, which is going to drag this out even longer. And then people are going to look back and wonder why, like, why are we still in quarantine? Why are we still on this lockdown? It's because you weren't taking it seriously in the beginning when you should have. Every time I say coronavirus, I think of Cardi B now. I don't know if I'm gonna do eyeliner or not. I was planning on doing it on in this video, but now I'm getting nervous. It's like one of those things where your eyeshadow looks nice and I'm scared to like ruin it with eyeliner if I mess up. You know what I'm saying? If y'all get that feeling, you know. Because I haven't done eyeliner in like 2 years. Um, so I don't really wanna. I know I wanted to practice it now while I'm at home, but like, I don't want to mess up this eyeshadow. This eyeshadow looks pretty. And I do have to record a video for class after this, so let me not go on there with crazy looking eyeliner that ruins the entire look. Um, I'll just put on a lip color because I always have to put on a lip color to tie things together. Okay, since I did peach eyeshadow, I threw on this peach liquid lipstick. This is from Smashbox. It's their liquid lipsticks. I don't even remember what color because it's like a mini. So it doesn't have the shade on it, but it's like a peachy nude. I figured it went great with this eyeshadow. Also, excuse the eyebrows. A part of the situation too is that I'm not sure if my eyebrow place is still open or not, but I was planning to go last week. But the thing is, like, I love my eyebrow lady, obviously, and I obviously need to go, but when she does my eyebrows, like, I get them threaded, so if you know, like, they're on top of you and they're, like, breathing on you, and I just figured better to be safe than sorry, like, my eyebrows could wait. I'd rather not take a chance. I'm not saying, oh, my eyebrow lady could have the virus, but she's breathing on hella other people too when doing their eyebrows, so, and you never know if those people have it or not. Um, so I just didn't take the chance and I was just like, all right, it's fine. I'll try to pluck them eventually. I'm scared to pluck them because I haven't. So just excuse the eyebrows and the lack of face makeup because I didn't feel like doing the face makeup either. Um, yeah, I didn't want to make this video super long, so I didn't feel like putting on the face makeup or the eyeliner. This was just mostly playing around with the eyeshadow. And as for the eyeshadows, the quality is still good. The Too Faced eyeshadow quality is still good. It still smells like peaches. It's very pigmented. It's a pretty like peach color. Um, so yeah, that's the crazy thing about this virus too, guys, by the way, that I wanted to say is that you don't know. You can be carrying it or infecting other people with it without showing any symptoms. That's the scary part about all of this. Not only that everything's up in the air in regards to when is this supposed to end, but also like this virus is scary because you can have it for I don't even know how many days, but you can have it for quite a number of days without even showing any symptoms, but you could still be thinking you're fine, but you have it. So that is also really scary too. That's why when I go out in public, like, you just never know. Like, people could have it right around you, but they might not show any symptoms. So you just want to keep your distance and stay safe. Practice social distancing, use gloves and disinfectant wipes. I have some in my car, and when I go out in public and everything, I disinfect everything. My mom got into my head about that because she was bugging about this whole virus before all the craziness happened. But it turns out she was right. I'm listening to her now and everything. Mom's always got it right. They have that instinct. Um, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you stay safe and I hope you practice. Like I said before, let me know down below what you guys are doing to pass the time if you have a lot of free time like me at home. And let me know too, since I have a lot of free time, what kind of videos you want to see, different types of videos. So just let me know too if I haven't done a certain type of video yet, if you want me to do it. And I love you guys so much. I hope y'all stay safe in these crazy trying times. Yeah, I'll see you on my next video.